You know the voice.
He catches at the 20, the 10, touchdown!
You know the game.
High school football.
And now here he is, the voice of Friday night under the lights, Anthony Joseph.
Tonight it's Friday Night Football under the lights with CatchAlive.com and Hot Country 107.7. The big game of the week is the Sussex Tech Ravens locking up with the Woodbridge Raiders in a non-conference matchup in Bridgeville. Hello, everyone. I'm Anthony Joseph, and we'll be joined by my broadcast partner, Dan Young. The Raiders this year are 6-2 on the season. Their head coach is Ed Manlove. He's turned around the program as last year the Raiders only won 2 games. His playmakers this season include the senior running back Anthony Jefferson and the quarterback Logan Westcott. Westcott has completed 65 as 111 pass attempts for 1,037 yards and 8 touchdowns. The quarterback Westcott has rushed 81 times for 479 yards and scored 7 touchdowns. The running back Jefferson has caught 21 passes for 370 yards, produced 4 touchdowns, and rushed 25 times for 114 yards. Leading tackler for the Raiders is Tyler Taylor, 58 tackles, 18 solo, 3 sacks, and 1 blocked kick. On defense, Westcott also starts. He's rushed 51 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 1 blocked kick. Jefferson, 42 tackles, 18 solo, and 24 assists. Meanwhile, the opposition is the Sussex Tech Ravens and their first-year head coach, Mark Quillen. The Ravens are 4-4 on the season and lost last week to the Cape Vikings, 21-6. Against the Raiders, Coach Quillen has made some adjustments to his offense. Willis Dickerson will start at split end. Xavier Drummond will start at running back. And on defense, Jamont Matthews starting quarterback, but also he will start at free safety, and Christian Sibbles will start at middle linebacker. One other thing to mention, Kanaya Keene only needs 12 yards to break 1,000 yards for the season. Now I'd like to bring in my broadcast partner, Dan Young, head coach for the Eastern Shore Bucks. And Dan, what can we expect from this contest tonight?
I think it'll be a good matchup. It's got playoff implications. I think you're going to see Kanai definitely get his 12 yards and then some, as well as a little run and gun show from Logan Westcott at the quarterback spot.
And Kanaya Kane, as I mentioned, almost going to break the 1,000-yard barrier tonight.
What was that?
Kanaya Kane most likely will reach the 1,000-yard plateau tonight.
Oh, yes. I think he'll get that 12 yards he needs and then some.
It's a little louder now because we have the public address announcer as it's senior night for the Woodbridge Raiders team. As next week they will be on the road taking on the Delmar Wildcats. But tonight it's the last game for these senior players. And it's a little louder now because they have the window open and we can hear directly what is happening across the loudspeaker. Should expect a good crowd tonight because the Sussex Tech Ravens, it's a short commute here to Bridgeville.
Yeah, it's not very far. They have some players from this area as well as all over Sussex County, so they're what, a half hour down the road or so.
And last year you were coaching in Georgetown. You're the head coach for the middle school. And throughout the years, you've got to see some of these players transform. Kanaya Kane was on your team, and also Xavier Drummond. What type of players were they at the middle school level?
Well, Kanaya actually played here for Woodbridge's middle school. So we played against him. And you could tell back then that he was going to be something special when he got up to the varsity level. And it didn't take him very long to get to that level either. He pretty much won the game against us that year that we played when he was in 8th grade. He ran over our defense all game long. And then Xavier, he was also I coached him, and he's come a long way as well. You could tell back then that he had the speed, he had the athletic ability. As long as he kept applying himself in the weight room and kept getting better on the football field, he was going to be something special. And And last week, I think he had a couple nice long runs against Cape as well. So both of them, you could see even in the middle school level when they got here, they were going to stand out.
And you mentioned he was for the Woodbridge Middle School. His older brother went here, Tredskean.
Oh, yep, that's right. Yep. And Logan Westcott was also on that same team in middle school as an 8th grader here at Woodbridge, and they had quite the team.
Albert Anderson.
We're going to take our first break as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on KetchUpLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
Got metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling is environmentally friendly and helping to keep Delmarva clean and green by recycling. So bring your copper, aluminum, and brass, stainless steel, wire, lead, light iron, heavy steel, tractors, farm equipment, lawnmowers, and appliances, barbecue grills, aluminum cans, even cars and trucks. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Jesus recycles people. Fitzgerald's recycles cars.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield & Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield & Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield & Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield & Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. They carry the full lineup of new Chevrolet cars and trucks, including the all-new Chevy Corvette Stingray. We're the one-stop for all your automotive needs with a full-service facility and a state-of-the-art collision center all in one location. First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown. You can give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com, where they put you, the customer, first.
Hey, this is Greg Biffle, driver number 16 3M Ford Fusion, and you're listening to the Del One pregame show with Anthony Joseph.
And welcome back to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on KetchUpLive.com and Hot Country 107.7. You are listening to the Del One pregame show. Del One Federal Credit Union has several convenient locations. Becoming a member is very easy. All you have to do is call them, 739-4496. Del One, the one way to a better life. Now, Dan, a couple of weeks ago during the Seaford and Milford game, Blue Jays running back Elijah Holbrook had two players fall on him at the end of a play. Elijah had a knee hit his head, and he ended up laying motionless on the field for several moments. And after the incident, a lot of people were very, very concerned on Facebook and a lot of even Twitter. I recently spoke with Elijah and head coach Mark Dickerson, and now we'll go to that interview. resume football action again?
Well, I was expecting to resume football this week, but it looked like the athletic trainer, he's got a different, option of what's going on, so I got to follow what he said. So it looks like I'll be back next week.
What was going through your mind during the Seaford-Milford game when you were injured?
Getting back on the field, hoping my team will pull, this win through. And just hoping my teammates will do good without me.
What has been the recovery process for you?
Just like a lot of rest, and I'm ready to get back at it.
Have you experienced any symptoms from your concussion when you laid motionless on the field during that Milford-Seaford game?
No, not really. Just I lost memory of what happened, like a little bit, and just a little headache, something slight.
When you get back on the field, will you be cautious or maybe take precautionary measures to maybe avoid the big hit?
Well, when I know I get back on the field, I'm going to play football.
So basically you're just going to do whatever you can to play hard.
I'm going to do whatever to do to win, play hard for my team.
Thanks, Elijah.
Oh, man, no problem. You too.
I'm here with Seaford head coach Mark Dickerson. And Coach Dickerson, when your starting running back Elijah Holbrook was injured and laying motionless on the field during the Milford-Seaford game, what thoughts or emotions were you feeling at the time?
Yeah, anytime you see a kid down, whether it's on your team or not, you always get very concerned. Anybody out here to get hurt or anything like that, but you get a huge concern over it, and you just hope that they're going to be okay.
How difficult was it to finish coaching that game after he was taken from the ambulance to the hospital?
It's very difficult because you lost a lot of your focus. You're worried about the kid. You're hoping and praying that the kid's okay. So you do tend to lose a little bit of focus.
What was the emotion or the reaction from the other players? I would say all your thoughts and prayers were guided towards Elijah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A lot of thoughts and prayers for Elijah, but actually after it happened, it kind of motivated our team to play a little bit harder in the game. Because actually, up to that point, we were very flat. We're not playing very well. And after that happened, the kids started playing with more emotion.
To improve the safety of the game for the players, DIAA requires that any athlete removed from play for suspected concussion must be evaluated by a qualified healthcare professional. If the qualified healthcare professional is unable to rule out a concussion, the athlete must be referred for further evaluation and written clearance before the athlete may return to play. What are your thoughts on the policy?
It's a good policy to have because, with all the studies, especially in the NFL with concussions and the long-term effects on it, it's not worth risking a kid's future over a football game. So I think it's a very good policy, and, we're here to protect our kids, play football, have fun, but bottom line is we got to protect our kids and do what's in the best interest for our kids.
Also, the concussion protocol shall require that an athlete receive written clearance to return to play when the athlete received or the qualified healthcare professional was unable to rule out a concussion. Written clearance for return to play after concussion shall be from a qualified physician only. How do you like the extra precautionary measures?
Yeah, it's great. And again, we're here to protect the kids. And, I think they've done a good job of establishing this protocol for our kids. It's needed.
When do you expect Elijah to resume football action again?
He should be back next week. But, yeah, once they clear him, and Elijah has a lot of heart, so it'd be hard not to hold him down. He would like to get out there this week and play. But we want to hold him out another week just to make sure he's okay for his safety.
What does Elijah mean to your team?
Elijah's our leader. He's the heart and soul of our team. He goes hard every play, and you couldn't ask for a better kid than Elijah.
What would you recommend to coaches or maybe even a parent that's witnessed somebody suffering a concussion?
Yeah, just follow the protocol, follow the doctor's orders. It's a serious injury, and it can't be taken lightly. So we got trainers out there that know what they're talking about, know what to do. So the best thing to do is follow your trainer's orders and do everything they say to do to get yourself back to being healthy.
Is it a rigorous evaluation before players can resume from concussions?
I assume so. Yeah, I've never had one done, fortunately. I'm not sure what all that entails. I trust our trainer. I trust his doctors, that they know what they're doing and, to clear him when he's ready.
Coach Dickerson, is there anything you'd like to add before I let you go?
No, I appreciate the interview, and once again, this concussion thing, it's a serious thing, and again, we're here to protect our kids and have fun playing football.
Thanks, Coach, for taking the time.
And that was head coach for the Seaford Blue Jays, Mark Dickerson, and also running back Elijah Holbrook. Now I'd like to welcome once again Dan Young, my broadcast partner. And Dan, as we mentioned a little bit earlier, you coached the Georgetown Middle School last year. Have you dealt with players that have suffered a concussion?
I had one a couple years ago at the middle school level. He was knocked unconscious during the play, and the ambulance was brought. And he was taken for further evaluation. Being, I guess, in the long run, according to the doctors, it ended up being a serious concussion. He had to sit out for a couple of days rest and then get reevaluated, and then he cleared the concussion tests that were needed. I think by Tuesday or Wednesday of the next week, and he actually played the following week. So that's been the extent of concussion experiences for me in game play. I had a player this year who had suffered a concussion a year ago in gym class. I guess it was a pretty serious concussion. He was out for 6 weeks because of constant headaches and feeling nauseous for that 6 weeks period. And then he came back to school, and then he came out for a football team this year. And about, I think it was game 2 or 3 in school, teachers were just saying that he was having some memory lapses and just kind of not thinking clearly through things and stuff that was going on in the classroom. Didn't really notice. I didn't, on the football field, I didn't notice too much. He seemed to be in the right places and be doing the right thing. But they took him to the doctor after the teachers had reported that during I think a parent-teacher conference, and the doctor took him out. And I think that was a wise decision. And he's still waiting on he had to get a neuroscan and MRI, so he's still waiting to get that clearance and getting those tests back. So you don't treat a brain injury lightly. You definitely want to take the steps, all the steps that are necessary to make sure the brain is fully recovered. I don't think a brain injury is like a sprained ankle, where if you're 80%, you tape it up and you go ahead. If the brain's not 100%, you don't play. So those have been my experiences. Luckily, I've been fortunate enough to not have to see a player on the field laying motionless and have something serious go on. So.
One last thing before we take a commercial break. Going back to your point there, Elijah Holbrook, when I interviewed him earlier this week, he said he felt fine. He was ready to go. He wanted to play tonight against the Lake Forest Spartans, but they're holding him out, and most likely he will play in their final game next week against the Laurel Bulldogs. We're going to take a commercial break as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchAlive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
Got metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling is environmentally friendly and helping to keep Delmarva clean and green by recycling. So bring your copper, aluminum, and brass, stainless steel, wire, lead, light iron, heavy steel, tractors, farm equipment, lawnmowers, and appliances, barbecue grills, aluminum cans, even cars and trucks. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Jesus recycles people, Fitzgerald's recycles cars.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. They carry the full lineup of new Chevrolet cars and trucks, including the all-new Chevy Corvette Stingray. We're the one-stop for all your automotive needs with a full-service facility and a state-of-the-art collision center all in one location. First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown. You can give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com, where they put you, the customer, first.
You know the voice.
He catches at the 20, the 10, touchdown!
You know the game.
High school football.
And now here he is, the voice of Friday night under the lights, Anthony Joseph.
And welcome back. We are live in Bridgeville as the Sussex Tech Ravens traveling to Bridgeville to take on the Woodbridge Raiders on senior night for the Raiders. And Woodbridge getting ready to kick it off. As deep for Sussex Tech, I believe that's Kanaya Kane standing at his own 5. It's a high kick by Brent Adams, the senior, and it lands in the end zone for a touchback. As Jamont Matthews, the quarterback, will start at his own 20-yard line. Dan, it seems like a good crowd on hand for this contest tonight, non-conference.
Yeah, I think with the teams being so close together and this being, I believe, the last night that Woodbridge is playing on this field, everybody's probably coming out to see the last one played here at this stadium before they move over to their new field next year.
And the coaches and everybody excited to welcome the new high school next season. Jamont Matthews, first down and 10 at his own 20-yard line. I formation, man in motion, number 9, pitch to Kane on the reverse. That's number 8. He's at the 20. 25-30, 35-30, and taken down by number 66 for the Woodbridge Raiders. Dan, what did you think of that reverse?
It's you want to start the game off well, and a little trick play to get a big play on that first down and get momentum going your way. I think it was a good call.
First down and 10 at the 40. Running back off tackle on that far side, a big hole, and he advances the ball to about that 44-yard line of the Raiders, and they are moving the ball very, very quickly. 11:23 first quarter. Sussex Tech 0, Woodbridge 0. Matthews under center. I formation. Hand it off. Draw play. 5 or 6 yards. That's Pat Griffin, the running back. One of the stars for Art Quillen in his first year at the helm for the Sussex Tech Ravens. .10:50, first quarter. Ravens on the road against the Woodbridge Raiders, week number 9. Wing T formation. Ball's handed off. Kanai Kane spins, breaks a couple tackles. Griffin blocking for him, and he makes his way, Kane does, near a first down. First drive of the game. Sussex Tech, first series. First down in 10. Matthews rolls to his right, under duress, and has to throw it out of bounds. There's a flag near when they threw it out, but I thought he was outside the pocket. I don't think that was intentional grounding, but we'll have to see. And it is against the Sussex Tech Ravens. Sussex Tech 0, Woodbridge 0. And Dan, as a coach, you can never be happy when you have penalties.
No, that's, that they were driving the ball there. They were getting plenty of yardage on the run, and you drop back for a pass and throw it away and get a penalty. It changes your game plan.
Changes the field position. So second down and long at midfield. And that's number 9, Xavier Drummond. And he goes nowhere.
The other thing it does, it allows the defense to get a little excited about being long distance. You can send the blitz a little bit and knowing you can maybe catch a quick one and make it, third and really long now.
Third down, shotgun formation. Matthews back to pass. Blacker picks up the blitz. He's going to run with it. No, now he's going to throw downfield. He's got a man wide open. He waits for it, and that's number 8, Willis Dickerson, starting at the split end position tonight.
I believe the quarterback was past the line of scrimmage on that throw, too, so they're going to have another penalty for him.
I thought he was just going to tuck and run. He had some open field, but instead he had a wide receiver. Talking about Dickerson, kept as a wide receiver, kept moving, trying to get open, and he did, but the ball was just up in the air too long, and the defender came over and batted the ball away. But that's another big penalty against Sussex Tech. They were near the Woodbridge Raider 40-yard line, and now with these penalties, now you're moving it all the way back to the Sussex Tech 43.
Yeah, that's a loss of downs penalty too. So,
and they're going to have to punt it. Ryan Seeley standing back at his own 30-yard line. Deep man for Woodbridge, standing at his own 10, number 10. It's a high kick. It's got some distance on it. Number 10 picks it up, fields it at the 15. He's running with it near that 20-yard line, about a 5-yard gain. And that was Anthony Jefferson back deep. Now we're going to get to see Logan Westcott and Anthony Jefferson. First time for the Woodbridge Raiders, as those penalties really changed the field position when Sussex Tech was driving and perhaps would have scored. Westcott throws it. Incomplete. He threw that ball in double coverage as the safety came over for Sussex Tech. The ball was underthrown. Incomplete pass. Westcott, the junior, 6 foot, 172. Anthony Jefferson, the senior, 5'11", 154. The two big playmakers for Ed Manlove, their head coach, and the Woodbridge Raider offense. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. He's back to pass. Rolling out of the pocket. And number 72 in hot pursuit. And he takes him down for the sack as Westcott could not wiggle free from him. And they lose 5 yards on that play. 8:52, first quarter, 0-0. Sussex Tech opened up with the first crack. Could not score. Now Woodbridge has an opportunity to see what they can do on offense. See if they can convert on third down. Third and about 15. Westcott back to pass. He's got a man, number 5, wide open. Near midfield, and number 9 came over, Xavier Drummond, as he was wide open until Drummond just cleared that open path in a hurry because nobody was around him. Instead, when he came over, it messed up his concentration, the wide receiver, and instead of a completion, incomplete. And they're going to have to punt it. Number 11, Brent Adams, the senior, standing near his own 1-yard line. No pressure. It's a high kick. It's got some distance as Griffin backpedals. He was at the 40. And it's going to bounce in front of him to about that 48-yard line. So he was near midfield and had to backpedal. And Sussex Tech, their second possession. Excellent field position. 8:10 to go in the first quarter. 0-0. Woodbridge 6-2. Sussex Tech 4-4. Wing T formation. Handed off Kanai Kane. Up the middle. 8 or 9 yard gain. Trying to push the pile to get a first down into Raider territory. Now, every game is important, Dan, but since Kanai is from this area, from Bridgeville, and he went to Sussex Tech, it has to mean a little more playing against the Raiders here tonight.
Oh, yeah, he's probably playing against, guys he grew up playing with. And so it's always interesting when you're playing against guys that you played with when you were younger, and if you were still at the school, you'd be playing with right now.
It's a second down. The ball's handed off to number 9 on that near side, the left side, and he makes his way all the way near that 10-yard line. But there is a penalty. That's why there was such a big seam on the left side. Penalty near the 45-yard line. Penalties have been the story so far, stalling the Sussex Tech first drive, and now it's happening to their second one.
Yeah, they seem to be driving that first series to go in for the score, and then 2 costly penalties put them way out of.
Matthews, shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on the near, 2 on the far. There's a fumble, low snap, but he does recover it. And that could have been a disaster. 7:04 first quarter. That's going to bring up a third down and long, and Sussex Tech moving in the wrong direction. They want to get a first down. It's near that 40-yard line of the Raiders. Sussex Tech matched up against the Raiders in a non-conference matchup. Matthews under center, I formation. Hands it off, Kane, left side. Breaking a couple tackles, moving his feet, moving the pile, trying to make his way near midfield. is that was a smart play by Coach Quillen on a 3rd down and long. Most likely, you're not going to get the first down, so you give it to Kane, one of your key playmakers, and he gets back some of the yards that they lost on that big penalty.
Yeah, you got a few back. Punt it here and hopefully pin them down inside the 20.
Jefferson standing at his own 20. That's the punter, Seeley, at his 30. Almost blocked by number 66. It's a high kick. And Jefferson, he waves his hands for the fair catch. And Seeley has a strong leg on him.
Yeah, that was an impressive kick. That was up above our press box here.
This is senior night for the Woodbridge Raiders. Only 2 losses. They need this victory to assure them a spot in the playoffs, Division II. Next week, they will end their season on the road against the Del Mar Wildcats, as Del Mar has a big game tonight against Indian River. 1st down and 10 inside their 5-yard line, and that's a running play off tackle.
He had probably another 5 or 6 more yards, but he slipped going around and making the cut.
And we can hear the Woodbridge Raider Marching Band. As last week, the game of the week was the Cape Vikings taking on the Sussex Tech Ravens, and Sussex Tech also has an excellent marching band. 2nd down, Westcott, shotgun formation. High snap. He pitches it near side, number 5. He's at the 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, and makes his way all the way to about that 43-yard line.
Westcott did a really good job of holding on to the ball about as long as he could before he pitched it on that option, and there was nobody covering the pitch back.
And Matthews, the starting free safety, also the quarterback, had to come over as he's very, very quick and make the tackle. It's a 1st down and 10 at about that 45. Westcott back to pass, completion, Jefferson. A quick pass, about a 5-yard gain. First quarter, 4:43, 0-0. Clock continues to move. Now we're all the way to 4:15. It's a 2nd down. Westcott, shotgun formation. And there's a flag. False start against the Woodbridge Raiders. It's going to be a running play. That'll back them up 5 more yards. Coming up after the game is the Delaware Electric Player of the Game. Last week's Player of the Game, Tavon Scott for the Cape Vikings, starting quarterback. Now back to the action. A 2nd down and long. Westcott on the move. It's complete to number 8, Ricky Rayford. .338 in the first quarter, 0-0. Raiders and the Ravens. Westcott, empty backfield. He's back to pass. He's got a man in his face, and the pass is incomplete. Number 56 for the Ravens had a hand in his face, and that's the defensive end, Ryan Parker, rushing on the edge. And that disrupted his throw Intended wide receiver was near that first down marker, but incomplete pass. Going to bring up 4th down at the 3:16 mark, first quarter, and Brent Adams on the field, the punter, standing back at his 45-yard line. Griffin for the Ravens. That's a high snap over his head. He's going to try to kick it, and he does, but it's very short, fielded by number 9. He picks it to 40, 30, 20, one man to beat, and he scampers in for the touchdown. It's a bad snap. It was over the head of the punter. He finally picked it up, went off the left side of his foot.
I don't know if he was trying to kick it out of bounds or what. If that's what he was trying to do, he just didn't kick it hard enough to get it out of bounds, and it bounced right up to Xavier Drummond's hands, and there was nobody between him and the end zone.
I thought because you had the Sussex Tech Ravens special teams, they were in heavy pursuit. I thought he would just pounce on the ball and instead risk a turnover.
Yeah.
Or a good really did not want to allow the touchdown if they would have got their hands on the ball and scooped it up, and that's what they did.
And that's number 7. To my opinion, for the 2-point conversion is no good.
And that was a running play. Some kind of confusion on that 2-point conversion attempt. As the officials trying to sort out things. .301, Sussex Tech 6, Woodbridge 0. And it's going to be against the Woodbridge Raiders. So they're going to go for it again, going for the 2-point conversion. Quarterback sneak up the middle, and that is Matthews, as it is good. As right away they did not elect to go for the extra point. They went for the 2 points. And I thought he got in, but the officials saying he did not. I thought with that extra push that he crossed the goal line, but he did not. Sussex Tech 6, Woodbridge 0. And Ed Manlove on the field, talking over with his players. As we'll see if they can respond. And Sussex Tech already on the field. Surprised they went for the 2 points, especially when you have Ryan Seeley with such a strong leg. But if you do convert, it does put the pressure on the opposing team. If they score a touchdown, most likely then they'd have to go for the 2 points. And when you're 4-4, you can take some risks. Seeley getting ready to kick it off at his own 40-yard line. Jefferson back at about his own 10-yard line. Seeley kicks it. It's a short squib. Takes a high bounce at the 30. Fielded at the 35, 40, 45. Still on his feet at the 50. Now at the 40-yard line of the Ravens and finally knocked out of bounds.
That was a nice hard run.
A lot of effort as he broke a lot of tackles. And they were going in high trying to wrap him up, and when you don't go low and wrap him at the ankles, that's what happens. They break free and they get some big yardage. 2:52, first quarter. Sussex Tech with the lead, 6-0, but Woodbridge has great field position.
Apparently we had another flag.
Now I see he picked it up all the way on that far side at the 45-yard line. And that's going to negate.
That is a tough break.
Great field position.
Calling the play is the illegal block, blocking below the ring. With a 15-yard penalty from the side of the foul.
Penalty's the big story in the first quarter. So first down at about the 15-yard line, running play straight ahead. Lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. And loss about 2 on the play. While we have a moment, I'd like to thank Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer with 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. Westcott, shotgun formation, one running back in the backfield. He's back to pass. There's a penalty. Complete. And it's out about that 45-yard line, past the first down marker, but there is a flag near the line of scrimmage, and it's against the Woodbridge Raiders.
Calls a false start against the Raiders at about 5 yards.
False start against the Raiders. That was a big one. 2:07, first quarter. They trail 6-0 at home against the Sussex Tech Ravens, week number 9. They need to win to get in the playoffs in Division II. 8 teams make the tournament. Westcott, shotgun, high snap. Rolling in the pocket. It's going to tuck it and run. It's got open field. The 30, 35. And that's where he's knocked out of bounds about that 36-yard line. Pat Griffin, defensive back, making the stop. A lot of these players for both teams playing both ways.
Yeah, you want your best athletes on the field. And if it means they got to go both ways, they...
First quarter, 1:37. So third down. Westcott, shotgun. Man in motion, number 8, and another penalty. There's another flag.
It would seem neither team wants to go forward.
And it's against the Woodbridge Raiders. Now Westcott, the junior quarterback, getting the play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. He's got Jefferson lined up. It's a wide receiver on the far side. Westcott back to pass. He's under pressure. Number 51 picked up the blitz. It's complete at the 45-yard line. He's at the 40. 30. 20, one man to beat. And he gets in as that one guy, number 8, Willis Dickerson, came over and tried to tackle him. And the ref signaling that he scored the touchdown. Very, very close. Dickerson tried to push him out of bounds before he broke the plane. But the official signaled touchdown, and the Woodbridge Raider marching band, loud and proud. Minute 18, first quarter. Adams on to attempt the extra point, and it's another penalty against the Woodbridge Raiders.
I believe that was an illegal substitution or too many men in the huddle. 50 came off the field a little late.
And we're going to try this again. Deja vu.
Ball number 11, Brent Adams.
Brent Adams, the senior. Ball's down. It is up. And it is good. The Woodbridge Raiders 7, Sussex Sussex Tech Ravens 6. We're going to take a brief timeout as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on Hot Country 107.7 and CatchItLive.com.
This game is being brought to you by Del One Federal Credit Union, Delaware Electric Co-op, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, Milford Southern States, Smith's Family Restaurant, Satterfield and Ryan, and First State Chevrolet.
And welcome back. Now it's time for the Del One out-of-town scoreboard. And the Caesar Rodney Riders taking on the Smyrna Eagles. Dominique Dorsey rushes in from 4 yards out, and Caesar Rodney goes up 7-0 against the Eagles. 4:15 left in the first quarter. We have 1:18 left in the first quarter here in Bridgeville as Woodbridge just scored. They're getting ready to kick it off. That's Brent Adams. Going to tee it off at the 40. Kanai Kane at his 2-yard line. That's a deep kick. Kane now backpedals to the end zone. And he takes it from the end zone. I'm surprised. He's at the 5. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40-yard line, 45, 50. 40-yard line. One man to beat. 10, 5. Touchdown, Kanaya Kane.
I got a flag all the way back at the 10-yard line.
And I thought Kane, as he had to backpedal in the end zone, was just going to take a knee. And that's what I think the Raiders thought he was going to do. It's a good kick from Adams.
Well, if he takes the ball into the end zone, I believe, and then knees, I think that's a safety. But he just did not come running hard like he wasn't even going to run, and then he put on the Jets and took it to the house. But it looks like all that running was for naught. It comes back to the 5.
I thought he was going to fair catch, as I mentioned, almost kind of fooled him because they're like, okay, we're going to fair catch it, and then all of a sudden he just started racing down the sidelines.
Yeah.
They're going to back it up. They do retain possession. A first down all the way inside the 10-yard line. Straight ahead. Clock continues to run. 53 seconds, and there's another flag. Throwing flags like Dorito chips. And the officials talking it over. Coming up at halftime, we'll have more of these scores and the Del One out-of-town scoreboard. We do have another scoring update at the end of the first quarter. Indian River 14, Del Mar 9. Coming up after the game, Delaware Electric player of the game. 46 seconds, Matthews under center, running play. That wing tee formation. Lucky if he got back to the line of scrimmage. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And you have to play it safe with the bad field position. .14 seconds, Matthews under center out of the I formation. And looked like Sussex Tech jumped off sides.
Ball start against the Ravens on a back about 5 yards.
11.1 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter with the Woodbridge Raiders 7, Sussex Tech Ravens 6. We're back after this.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
And we're back live in Bridgeville as the Sussex Tech Ravens taking on the Woodbridge Raiders non-conference matchup, week number 9, senior night for Woodbridge. A lot of people coming out to support their teams. Another scoring update. In the first quarter, Cape 14, Sussex Central 0. Now back to the action. Matthews on a second down, pitches it to number 10, and that's Jimmy Harmon. So he got some positive yards on the near side. As Jimmy Harmon last week, he started the game at the running back position for Coach Mark Quillen and got injured and ended up on the sidelines as he was on crutches for most of the game. Back to the action on a third down and short. Ball's handed off tackle. Trying to stretch out that defense and minimal gain. And Ryan Seeley back deep to punt. Standing at his own 10-yard line, deep men for Woodbridge. As Jefferson at his own 45. A high kick, fair catch, and Jefferson dives, and it's going to be good field position for Logan Westcott and the Woodbridge Raiders. And as soon as I mentioned that it was 14-0 in the first quarter for Cape over the Sussex Central Golden Knights, Sussex Central answers, and it's 14-7. Scores courtesy of the Del One scoreboard. And we'll have more throughout this quarter, and especially at halftime. Westcott under center. I formation this time. Straight ahead running. Ball carrier moves past midfield at about that 45-yard line of the Ravens. And we'd have had more scoring, Dan, if the penalties were not racked up in that first quarter.
Yeah, I think both teams were probably ready to be done with that first quarter. Both of them had some drives that got stalled due to penalties. And, Woodbridge has got a big game. You could attribute the first quarter to maybe some nerves. Last game on this field, playoff implications. I'm sure their coach told them, all right, that one's done. Let's move on and play some football.
Westcott, I formation, handed off straight ahead. Minimal gain. As Sussex Tech, they want to have a winning season. They're 4-4. They want to win tonight, win next week as they close it out against the Polytech Panthers. Meanwhile, completely different for the Woodbridge Raiders outlook. Is they want to make the playoffs. They need to win tonight, and then next week they take on the Delmar Wildcats in a conference matchup. It's a third down and short, I formation. Westcott, quarterback keeper, and he gets enough for the first down. Number 56 making the stop for the Ravens, and that's Ryan Parker, defensive end. Second quarter, 9:23. Sussex Tech 6, Woodbridge 7.
The Rays have 1st and 10 from about the 40-yard line.
As you mentioned, I would say there's some nerves because the last 2 years they were 2-8. It's new for these Woodbridge Raider players. They have a chance to make the playoffs, so tonight you need to win, take care of business, and then next week, even if you lose, you can make the playoffs because you're taking on a Division I team. You win, you get 6 points, and they also have 6 points as they won in week number 1 against Apo. There are 2 losses. One of them against the Indian River Indians. It was homecoming night just a couple weeks ago in Bridgeville, and they lost 17-7. And then they lost all the way back in week number 2 against the Polytech Panthers, as that program has really been turned around in a hurry, as they moved from Division II to Division I this season, as Milford flip-flopped. As Milford tonight taking on the winless Laurel Bulldogs in Laurel. 9-11, second quarter. It's a first down. Coming out of the Woodbridge timeout. I formation. Jefferson, the man in motion. Westcott pitches it. That's number 8. Still on his feet. Rayford spins and gets to about that 25-yard line. Another first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. I formation, Jefferson, man in motion once again. Handed off, number 7 this time. That's Emery getting a carry. Dejan Emery. .8:23, second quarter. Woodbridge with the ball and the lead, 7-6. Westcott under center. I formation once again. 2 wide receivers on the far side. Play action pass. It's complete to Jefferson. There's a penalty marker, though, as Jefferson, nobody was even around him. Ball was thrown up high. He had to extend.
They had roughing the passer.
While we have a moment, I'd like to thank Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer. 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. And also after the games, the Delaware Electric Co-op player of the game. We do that every game.
After referees mark this off, it looks like it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders, 1st and goal for the Raiders from about the 6-yard line.
And that's a big penalty, roughing the passer. Now going to take the ball inside the 10-yard line. A first down I formation. Ball's handed off. That's Rayford again. And they brought everybody. Sussex Tech did. Host of tacklers. One of them, number 88.
A loss of 1 on the play.
A loss of 1 on the play. Clock continues to move. 7:36. Woodbridge with the lead, 7-6. They're trying to put up some more points on the scoreboard. Westcott, I formations, pitched. That's Rayford. Right side, on his blockers. Trying to get in for the touchdown. Trying to stretch out that defense. And did not score. As Jefferson made a key block for Rayford. Westcott getting a play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. Sussex Tech head coach Mark Quillen in his first season. 6:52, second quarter. Westcott under center, I formation. Rayford in the backfield. Jefferson lined up as a wide receiver. Rayford throws in for the touchdown. And now we're seeing, Dan, why Woodbridge is 6-2 on the season.
Yeah, that was a great drive. I thought they had a good mix of run and pass. They got to the outside with a couple nice tosses, a couple play actions, and then run up the middle right there for the touchdown. That was a well executed and well coached drive.
Brent Adams in for the extra point attempt. High snap, ball's finally down, and it goes through. Woodbridge adds to their lead, 14-6 against the Sussex Tech Ravens. 6:41 before halftime. And at halftime, the Del One out-of-town scoreboard. Have updates of the Indian River Delmar game, Sussex Central, Cape, and a couple other scores to pass along. I'd like to also thank Del One for sponsoring the Del One pregame show. Next week, it's going to be a big one. It's the Caesar Rodney Riders hosting the Dover Senators in a Henlopen North showdown as the Henlopen North crown at stake. 7 o'clock pregame show, Del One pregame show, 7:30 kickoff. I'll be live in Camden for that big contest.
I thought that was the case. They had a roughing the kicker on the field, on the PAT. But Woodbridge took the penalty on the kickoff, and they'll be kicking off from their 45.
Roughing the kicker on that extra point attempt, which was successful by Adams. And Adams now going to kick it off at the 45-yard line of the Ravens. He's got a strong leg and expect a touchback, and that's what happens. Bounces out of bounds, out of the end zone, near the fence. And now we have, Dan, you have some of the Woodbridge Raider fans standing along the fence, as it's a very big crowd on senior night in Bridgeville. Now we're in the second quarter. Cape 21, Sussex Central 7. So first down and 10. Straight ahead running. That's Kane hurtling over a defender. He's at the 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Dan, I thought King was going to be stopped in the backfield near the line of scrimmage. He broke several tackles. Then he went from the middle to the near side. And then from there he changed directions again and went all the way to the far side and rumbles in for the touchdown.
There were a couple hands on him, but I think when you're as big as Kenai, hands are not going to stop you from getting into the end zone.
And there's no flags.
I was about to say, no flags on the play.
6:24 mark, second quarter. And they're going to go for the extra, or the 2-point conversion instead of the extra point. Try to even it up. Matthews rolls to his right. He's going in for the quarterback keeper. And he breaks the plane. And it's good. 14-14. Once again, like to thank Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer. 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. And Dan, with the players going back and forth this contest so close, I think it's going to be difficult to choose a Delaware Electric player of the game.
Yeah, it probably won't be until the end of the game where we'll know who that is, who comes out on the winning side if this keeps up. I think Woodbridge is best defense may end up being their offense to continue nice drives like they had before and eat up that clock.
And you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on Hot Country 107.7 and also CatchItLive.com. And Ryan Seeley getting ready to kick it off from his 40-yard line. Deep man for the Raiders. I believe that's Jefferson at about his 20-yard line. And now we're ready to resume action. It's going to be fielded at the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And that was taken by number 20, Garrett Temple. Said Jefferson did not field it, and Temple had a good run for the Raiders. 14-14, second quarter, 6:17. You throw out the penalties, and this is an exciting contest.
And if you like special teams, almost every special team has had some sort of interesting
I
thing
formation. That's a Westcott rolling out of the pocket. He's looking for his main guy, Jefferson, on a slant pattern, but there is another flag.
The officials took your throwing out the penalties to heart.
6:08, second quarter, 14-14, Ravens and the Raiders. And you had good field position from Temple, taking it to that 50-yard line, and you're going to back them up. Now at the 45, but 5 yards is 5 yards. It's going to bring up a first down and 10. Westcott shotgun. One running back in the backfield to protect.
Oh, great
Passes complete, crossing pattern at the 30-yard line, and he makes it a couple more yards to near that 25-yard line. As Westcott felt the pressure, got it off him on time. What a big play. Now they move it to about that 25-yard line. First down and 10. Pitched number 8. That's Rayford. Near side. He's knocked out of bounds by Kanaya King.
Makes his way up to about the 20-yard line. So it's a gain of about 6 on the play. Where we look at a second down and 4.
.524, second quarter, 14-14. Woodbridge breaks huddle. It's going to have Jefferson line up as a wide receiver once again on the far side, also with number 21. Two running backs in the backfield. Westcott rolls to his right. He's just going to tuck it and run. He's got some positive yards. Past that first down marker, knocked out of bounds near the Sussex sidelines.
Runs the ball, keeps it down to the outside. He doesn't run out of bounds. I think the ball is just inside the 10-yard line, so it's a first down and goal for the Ravens on the 10-yard line.
Westcott getting a play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. .511, second quarter. Westcott, two wide receivers far side, two running backs in the backfield. It's got Rayford in there with him. Man in motion now is Jefferson. Hands it to Rayford. Up the middle. Small gain.
No gain on the play.
And I like what Manlove is doing on offense when we get rid of the penalties. And as he's mixing up the run and the pass. As Jefferson, instead of lining up as the running back tonight, spreading him out as a wide receiver, and he's been wide open on a couple occasions. Rayford in the backfield. Jefferson lined up on the far side once again. Handed off, no, fake to Rayford, play action pass. And it's Jefferson on a crossing pattern in the end zone for the touchdown. That was almost like a Peyton Manning, as the defense was fooled. And Woodbridge scores again. 20-14, 4:25, second quarter, and Adams on for the extra point attempt. High snap, ball's down though, and Adams slips. Falls to the grass, and it's no good. We have gotten a lot of rain today, so the field perhaps could be a little wet.
Yeah, I've seen a couple players slip.
It's not as bad as a couple of weeks ago. It was the soggy field conditions between the Caesar Rodney Riders and the Sussex Central Golden Knights in Georgetown. It had puddles all over the field, and the players were slipping most of the evening as the rain continued all night long during that game.
While they're lining up for the kickoff, when I was in college, we played a game up at Rhode Island, and it was raining really hard, and kind of caved down into the field, and a nearby river started to overflow. And as we went into the locker room, the field had about 6 inches of water on either side. And then by the time halftime was over, the field was covered with 2.5 feet of water. We had to suspend the game till the next day.
But that was fun. Now we're ready for the kickoff. Adams, deep kick, fielded at the 20, 25, 30. I believe that's number 8, Dickerson, with the return. Makes his way near the 30-yard line.
There were a couple plays where the ball was placed on the hash and it literally floated away, and the officials had to move it closer in so it wouldn't float away. So to this day, any time it's raining, I think, well, it's not as bad as it could be.
It's a great story. We have a scoring update in a moment. It's a first down and 10. Shotgun, low snap,
bad snap.
And Matthews recovers it. Could have been a disaster. Could have been a costly turnover. They're near that 25-yard line. Del Mar and Indian River. Indian River intercepts a pass, as it's now in that second quarter, 1:12, as that's a key turnover for the Del Mar Wildcats.
There was another low snap there.
And I'm double-checking this score. It's 35-9. Indian River up against the Del Mar Wildcats, and I'm in disbelief.
I thought that game would be kind of like this one, close.
I think we have the better game.
We definitely do.
Second quarter, 3:08, 20-14, Sussex Tech with the ball. And I believe Woodbridge, they need a timeout.
Left in the first half, Sussex Tech called a timeout in the second half. They faced a third down and long situation there.
That's why they play Dan the games, because on paper you look and you think, okay, it's a close game. and we're surprised.
Yep.
We just don't know what's going to happen.
Yep. I mean, Sussex Tech is 4-4, and Woodbridge is 6-2, but it is D1 versus D2. And you always kind of think maybe that the D1 school has the upper hand, and Woodbridge is playing a great game right now.
And Indian River scores again. Can they give Delmar a break? And they'll get to a running clock, and that's happening at home for the Indian River Indians. We're back now live in Bridgeville. Matthews back to pass. He's under pressure, feels the heat, and he falls to the grass. He looked downfield, well covered as Jefferson was in man-to-man coverage, but nobody was open, and that was just a smart move. A lot of these young quarterbacks, especially in high school, they throw it downfield and they get the interception. So now it's going to be 4th down. Seeley, he's got a, that's a bobble snap in the end zone. He's just going to run with it. He's at the 10-yard line. Now that was smart by Seeley.
Yep, he got out of the end zone with the safety.
In the end zone. He doesn't want to take a safety, as you're mentioning. And that's excellent field position for Woodbridge, but you don't want to give them the 2 points and the ball back. .224, second quarter, 20-14. Woodbridge, that's Westcott. Hands it off, that's Rayford, man in motion. Left side, and number 3 making the stop, David Clark for the Ravens. Coming up at halftime, the Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard. Probably another update of Indian River and Delmar. Westcott. He's got Jefferson in motion. So that's a screen to number 8, Rayford, out of the
and they're in
backfield. And he goes in for the touchdown. Ricky Rayford.
Number 8, Ricky Rayford.
26-14. I was looking into Delaware State News today, Dan, and a lot of people were mixed. Some of these sports writers, some picked Sussex Tech, some picked Woodbridge. But the Woodbridge faithful fans, very happy, as some blowing the horn.
Again.
Adams in for the extra point attempt, and it is blocked. But they still lead 26-14, minute 43 before halftime. Some fans have tonight brought their blow horn. A couple weeks ago when we were in Milford, when they scored, Dan, they have the Buccaneer pirate ship. And then when Dover scores, their ambulance lights up.
And Woodbridge has their air horns.
And that's what they have.
Everybody's got something.
And get ready for a kickoff by Adams for Woodbridge. Deep man, that's Kanaya Kane. Hands on his hips, standing at about that 5-yard line. Also deep for Sussex Tech, Willis Dickerson.
And if you're a hunter, you'd like our games because we're the Bucks and we bring deer antlers to rattle on our sidelines.
And we certainly have a lot of deer hunters in Delaware. Adams kicks it off the tee. It's fielded by Griffin. He's at the 15.
Oh,
20.
That was a great.
And that's a
field.
hard hit. Griffin should have let Dickerson field that kick. He got in front of him and he took a hard hit. Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard. Cape 29, Sussex Central 15. A lot of these games going on tonight are not very close. Sussex Tech, they trail the Woodbridge 26-14, a minute 36 in the second quarter. Matthews hands it off. Kanai Kane.
You got to know he's getting the ball.
35-yard line. And there's another flag near the 20-yard line.
I know you got a minute and 27 seconds left, and you're on the 20-yard line, but Kanai Kane's been the big thing on the Sussex Tech offense. You got to expect him to get the ball, even in this situation.
And Jefferson limping. He's playing both ways for Woodbridge. He's going to stay in on defense. It's a first down. Backing him up inside the 10-yard line. Straight ahead running as Dickerson limps to the sidelines. Replaced by Travis Quillen, the split end. A minute left before halftime. 26-14, 56 seconds. Sussex Tech, they need to hurry if they want to score. Matthews under center, I formation. They better get in a hurry. Up the middle, couple yards.
Woodbridge did a much better job securing his legs and bringing him to the ground that time.
As Kane went in traffic this time. Surprised he didn't try to, on the far side, try to stretch out the defense. 23 seconds remaining in the second period. 26-14. And I think Coach Quillen's content being down 26-14 going into the locker room. Matthews under center I formation. That's pitch Kane, left side. He jumps over a defender. Knocked out of bounds, and the ball came loose.
No whistle.
No whistle, and number 8.
I did not hear a whistle.
Ricky Rayford.
Oh, now they're signaling. They're signaling the play was dead. I didn't hear a whistle.
I didn't either, and you had Kane. He was up in the air, jumps over the defender. Then Kane takes a hard hit. Rayford picks it up. You have one of the assistant coaches, Emilio Perry, on the field. There's a flag, and the official picks it up. A lot of confusion as the time expires. They're not going to award Woodbridge the touchdown, as they're going to say Kane was down. That's the end of the first half. With the Woodbridge Raiders 26, Sussex Tech 14. We're back after this.
Is Del 1 Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del 1. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-1.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del 1 Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
Got metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling is environmentally friendly and helping to keep Delmarva clean and green by recycling. So bring your copper, aluminum, and brass, stainless steel, wire, lead, light iron, heavy steel, tractors, farm equipment, lawnmowers, and appliances, barbecue grills, aluminum cans, even cars and trucks. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Jesus recycles people. Fitzgerald's recycles cars.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, And try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1920.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. They carry the full lineup of new Chevrolet cars and trucks, including the all-new Chevy Corvette Stingray. We're the one-stop for all your automotive needs with a full-service facility and a state-of-the-art collision center all in one location. First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown. You can give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com, where they put you, the customer, first.
Trailers. Jim Weller here, and if you need a trailer, give me a call. Open and closed, new, used, rusty, dusty, whatever. If you need a used trailer, give me a call. Got a used trailer you want to sell? Give me a call. Want to talk turkey? Give me a call. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey folks, Colin Walls here for Walls Service Center. Have you turned your car's AC on only to find out it's blowing hot air? Are you tired of the quick fix that only lasts a couple of days? If so, come see me at Walls Service Center. Walls Service Center has been automotive air conditioning specialist for over 50 years. Stop in. We're located on Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford, or give us a call. 422-8110.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Bridgeville, and today let's talk about carports. Different roof styles, colors, shapes, sizes, lengths, widths, and so on. If you need a carport, call Weller's today. They include free delivery and setup right to your yard. Give me a call today.
Catch it live streaming of your events in high-definition video to anywhere in the world. Call Jim at 337-7300, 337-7300, 337-7300. No event too small.
You are listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
Welcome back. You're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7. Yes, I am Anthony Joseph. Now I'd like to welcome in my special guest at halftime, the athletic director for the Woodbridge Raiders, Scott Bliley. And Scott, thanks for taking the time. It's a special night for Woodbridge. It's senior night, but it's the last regular season game at this stadium.
Right. It's been an amazing night. The crowd has been tremendous, and the fans have been tremendous. They've been playing here since 1969, and so tonight's the last night. We move to our new stadium next year, so this is very sentimental for a lot of people, and we'll be honoring the past coaches at halftime here in a few minutes, and that's been a really special, sentimental time also.
So what special activities are you going to have at halftime at Fillmore Clifton Stadium?
I believe there's at least 10 or 12 past coaches and families that are here that we're going to announce and have come out on the field and talk a little bit about each of them and what their records and so forth were from when they started to now. So some of them couldn't be here. Some of them have passed away. A couple are actually still coaching, so they couldn't be here because of games. So, but we had quite a pretty good turnout.
And you're going to be involved in the presentation here tonight.
Right. Yeah, I've got to be down on the field here in a couple minutes for pictures and to help out.
What has been the atmosphere around school this week, knowing this is perhaps the last time that they'll play in this stadium as they move to their new high school next year?
Well, it's a big incentive because they wanted to go out with a win. especially here in front of a big crowd. They knew all week that it was going to be a pretty good-sized crowd because of honoring the seniors at the pregame and then also with the coaches at halftime. So, and then playing Sussex Tech on top of it is kind of special, too. It's the first time we've played them in football, and it's, a big rivalry between the two schools.
Now, speaking of week number 9, you're taking on the Sussex Tech Ravens. Normally, in week number 9, it's very difficult to find an opponent. How did it come together that you were able to put Sussex Tech on the schedule?
Well, Coach Manlove and Sussex Tech coach had talked earlier. They had last couple of years been scrimmaging before the season and had always kind of talked that if we had an opportunity that we could play each other. And I believe they were looking at a couple teams and we were looking at a couple teams, but it just worked out that we were able to play. So the difference is whether it would be over there the first year or here. Sussex Tech was able to fill all their home games, so that allowed us to play the first game here, which was kind of nice.
And Sussex Tech, they were looking at Delcastle, but instead Delcastle took Sally's. How special is it to play a team that it's not going to be that far next year when you're taking them on the road next year as far as the commute? You won't have to go a long distance.
Right. It's not far at all, and our kids are very familiar with that school because we do play quite a bit in other sports, soccer, field hockey, basketball, and so forth. So it's not that it's a foreign area to them, but we do play them. So it's the kids look forward to it, and they when we decided to play and were able to work it out, the kids were excited about it.
An advantage for Woodbridge, they're a Division II team. Sussex Tech Division I, you get the 6 points, and if you win tonight, most likely you're in the playoffs. And then next week you take on Delmar, as it could affect your seeding in the playoffs.
Exactly. If we can pull off the win tonight. I don't know that it guarantees us, but it puts us a good foothold. And then if we can turn around and knock off Delmar next week, could get us a home game in the first round of the playoffs, which would be extremely nice to have somebody from upstate to have to travel down here to play. So, we're not crossing things off yet. We still have half to play, but it'd be neat to do. We were kind of hoping that Delmar would win tonight, so it would set up a division championship game next week. So.
It looks like from I don't know the latest score, but they were it was in the second quarter and they were in the 40s already.
Oh,
so
wow. Okay.
It looks like Indian River is going to be the conference champions.
Right.
As Indian River just a couple weeks ago, they were here for homecoming,
right.
and it was a very tight contest, 17-7. So
right.
It seems like Woodbridge. The last couple years they were 2-8, but it seems like Ed Manlove has his program headed in the right direction.
Exactly. He's got the direction for these kids to go. They believe in the program. They believe in him. They believe in the coaching staff. They're willing to do anything for him, and that's a big key to this. So when you have kids that are willing to buy into what the coaches are selling and work and be determined, that ends up and shows on the field.
Scott, before I let you go, because you got to get down on the field, is there anything you'd like to add?
Well, I appreciate you guys coming and broadcasting the games. It really helps us to get recognized and gets our names out. So we greatly appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you for the hospitality. I really appreciate it. Always good to see you.
Nice seeing you. Hope to see you in basketball. Thanks.
And we're at halftime as the Sussex Tech Ravens taking on the Woodbridge Raiders as the Raiders leading 26-14. We're going to take a brief time out as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Go to fitzgeraldsonline.com or find us on Facebook.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. We sell the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, as well as a large selection of pre-owned vehicles. Most of our pre-owned vehicles are Chevrolet certified pre-owned and carry a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, as well as regular oil changes and tire rotations for the first 2 years and 30,000 miles. Now that's peace of mind on a pre-owned vehicle. Give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com. First State Chevy, where we put you, the customer, first.
You're listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's Anthony Joseph on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7. Now it's time for the Del One out-of-town scoreboard as Middletown taking on Newark, 14-9 at the half. Also, Archmere taking on Delaware Military, and Archmere up 14-7 as they are in the fourth quarter as that game started early here tonight. And then you have the Indian River Indians taking on the Delmar Wildcats there at halftime, and for Coach Dave Hearn, it didn't come quick enough as it's 42-9 as Indian River tonight, they will win the Henlopen South title and, of course, make the playoffs. Next week, Delmar will be back at home taking on these Woodbridge Raiders. Woodbridge on senior night up against the Sussex Tech Ravens 26-14. Del One Federal Credit Union has several convenient locations. Becoming a member is very easy. All you have to do is call them, 739-4496. Del One, the one way to a better life. Now, a couple weeks ago during the Seaford and Milford game, Blue Jays running back Elijah Holbrook had two players fall on him at the end of a play. Elijah had a knee hit his head, and he ended up laying motionless on the field for several moments. After the incident, so many people were very, very concerned with his condition, and I recently spoke with Elijah and his head coach, Mark Dickerson, and now we'll go to that interview.
I was expecting to resume football this week, but it looked like the athletic trainer, he's got a different, option of what's going on, so I got to follow what he said. So it looks like I'll be back next week.
What was going through your mind during the Seaford-Milford game when you were injured?
Getting back on the field, hoping my team will pull, this win through. And just hoping my teammates will do good without me.
What has been the recovery process for you?
Just like a lot of rest, and I'm ready to get back at it.
Have you experienced any symptoms from your concussion when you laid motionless on the field during that Milford-Seaford game?
No, not really. Just I lost memory of what happened, like a little bit, and just a little headache, something slight.
When you get back on the field, will you be cautious or maybe take precautionary measures to maybe avoid the big hit?
Well, when I know I get back on the field, I'm going to play football.
So basically you're just going to do whatever you can to play hard.
I'm going to do whatever to do to win, play hard for my team.
Thanks, Elijah.
Oh, man, no problem. You too.
I'm here with...
Now here's the voice of Delaware High School football, Anthony Joseph.
And that was Elijah Holbrook. We're going to take another time out as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Go to fitzgeraldsonline.com or find us on Facebook.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. We sell the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, as well as a large selection of pre-owned vehicles. Most of our pre-owned vehicles are Chevrolet certified pre-owned and carry a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, as well as regular oil changes and tire rotations for the first 2 years and 30,000 miles. Now that's peace of mind on a pre-owned vehicle. Give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com. First State Chevy, where we put you, the customer, first.
You're listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
Once I saw him out here with number 10 on, he looked better.
And we're back live in Bridgeville. I'm Anthony Joseph, joined by my broadcast partner as we're talking off air. As we're getting ready to start the third quarter, as we did not get to the interview with the coach of Mark Dickerson, but you can still hear it. All you have to do is go next week to catchitlive.com and hear the podcast and hear the interview with Coach Dickerson, and also you can hear the entire game and the interview once again with Elijah Holbrook, the running back for the Seaford Blue Jays, who was injured and suffered a concussion a couple weeks ago during the Milford-Seaford game. It was Milford's homecoming game in Milford, as Milford was victorious 14-6. Here in Bridgeville, it's senior night for the Woodbridge Raiders, 26-14. And we'll see if Coach Mark Quillen and his team can respond. Woodbridge will have the ball first to begin the third quarter as Ryan Seeley, he's going to kick it off at the 40-yard line. They're ready to go on the field. Now Woodbridge. Deep men for the Raiders. That's Jefferson standing deep at his own 15-yard line. Number 10, the senior. And we're ready for third quarter action. It's a high, deep kick. Jefferson's going to field it at the 15, 20, 25, 30. Breaks free, 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds at Woodbridge sidelines at that 40-yard line. And Woodbridge going to start the third quarter with good field position. Coming up after the game is the Delaware Electric Co-op player of the game. I also like to thank Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer. 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. 11:53, third quarter, 26-14, Woodbridge. First possession of the second half. I formation. Ball's pitched. That's Rayford. Right side. And I think he lost a yard. Clock continues to run. 11:28. Third quarter, 26-14. Second down, I formation. Westcott back to pass. He's got number 5 wide open. Ooh. And that's a hard hit.
There comes the flag.
By number 10, Jimmy Harmon. And the Woodbridge Raider player now finally up. 2 flags. And I think that's a late hit on by Harmon.
Yeah, he clearly had dropped the ball and the play had stopped.
And we were talking about concussions. I was at halftime as I interviewed Elijah Holbrook, who suffered a concussion. And with a hard hit like that, you have to be very, very cautious and aware with a hit like that to see if he has concussion-like symptoms. 11-10, third quarter. Westcott, I formation. Jefferson lined up. 2 wide receiver set. He's on the far side. Straight ahead running. And that's Rayford once again. I would say at this point he's the front runner to be named the Delaware Electric player of the game at the end of the game. Westcott getting a play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. Westcott, empty backfield. 5 wide receiver set, 2 on the near, 3 on the far, and it's a penalty, I believe, against the Raiders. It is. It's a false start. We had several of those in the first half, and it's followed them in the second. 10:29, third quarter, 26-14. Westcott in the huddle. Sussex Tech crowding the line of scrimmage. Westcott shotgun. Two wide receivers set on the far side. He scrambles to the right. Set number 70 in pursuit, and he sacks him. It's Zach Bell, defensive tackle for the Ravens. And he lost some yards. And third down and long. You have to get a first down. Woodbridge does at the Sussex Tech 35, say about that 36-yard line. Westcott getting the play once again from his head coach. Keeps running to the sidelines to get the play from Ed Manlove. Westcott, shotgun. Jefferson on the near side this time. Westcott back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Overthrows his intended wide receiver, number 7.
There is a flag on the field.
And once again, a flag on the play. Intended wide receiver was Emery. Incomplete pass at the 9:14 mark. Third quarter, 26-14. I'm Anthony Joseph, joined by my broadcast partner, Dan Young. Live in Bridgeville. And a penalty against the Ravens. Non-conference matchup. As the Raiders want to get this victory, puts them in a great position to make the playoffs. As they're going to miss out on the Henlopen South title. As Indian River is going to claim that one. Third down and short. Shotgun. Penalty. Westcott rolls to his left, looking for his main guy, Jefferson. Overthrows his intended wide receiver, Willis Dickerson, on the coverage. But there is a flag, as I mentioned, near the 40-yard line. And it's against Sussex Tech. .908 third quarter, 26-14 Woodbridge. It's still going to bring up fourth down in the penalty against the Ravens. And we'll see what Woodbridge elects to do. They're bringing out Adams, and I think he's going to punt it away. Going to try to pin the Ravens deep. Griffin now going out to return this kick. On this fourth down, Adams near midfield. Griffin now at about his own 5-yard line. And timeout on the field. We're going to take one with them. We're back after this.
That's the first one out of the second half.
What was that penalty? If it was against the defense.
As Sussex Tech takes a timeout, while we have a moment, instead of going to break, we're going to thank Wireless Zone. You can never thank our fine sponsors too many times. Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer, 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. And coming up once again at the end of the game, Delaware Electric Co-op player of the game. Next week we're going to be live in Camden with the Caesar Rodney Riders battling the Dover Senators. Henlopen North title at stake. Adams standing near midfield. Griffin at his own 5-yard line. It's a high kick. And it bounces out of bounds near that 10-yard line.
About the 15-yard line. So the Ravens will have a first and 10 from the 15-yard line.
9:02 third quarter, 26-14. And then we'll see what Matthews, Kanaya, Kane, and Griffin can do for the Ravens. It's a first down and 10. About that 15-yard line. And that's a running play near the Woodbridge sidelines. Kanaya, Kane.
There's an injured Raider on the field.
Got enough for a first down. You mentioned, Dan, in the first half, you give it to Kanaya Kane, and a lot of positive yards happens as we have another timeout. We are going to take a break now. We're back after this.
Trailers, trailers, trailers. Jim Weller here, and if you need a trailer, give me a call. Open and closed, new, used, rusty, dusty, whatever. If you need a used trailer, give me a call. Got a used trailer you want to sell? Give me a call. Want to talk turkey? Give me a call. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey folks, Colin Walls here for Walls Service Center. Have you turned your car's AC on only to find out it's blowing hot air? Are you tired of the quick fix that only lasts a couple of days? If so, come see me at Walls Service Center. Walls Service Center has been automotive air conditioning specialist for over 50 years. Stop in. We're located on Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford, or give us a call. 422-8110.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Bridgeville, and today let's talk about carports. Different roof styles, colors, shapes, sizes, lengths, widths, and so on. If you need a carport, call Weller's today. They include free delivery and setup right to your yard. Give me a call today.
Catch it live streaming of your events in high-definition video to anywhere in the world. Call Jim at 337-7300, 337-7300, 337-7300. No event too small.
This game is being brought to you by Del One Federal Credit Union, Delaware Electric Co-op, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, Milford Southern States, Smith's Family Restaurant, Satterfield and Ryan, and First State Chevrolet.
You're listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And we're back live in Bridgeville as the Sussex Tech Ravens taking on the Woodbridge Raiders non-conference matchup. It's a first down. Matthews hands it off. Kanaya Kane outside. He's got a running lane near a first down marker near the 45-yard line. Now near midfield, pushing the pile, taking it in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now the Del One out-of-town scoreboard at the end of 3. The Indian River Indians 42, the Delmar Wildcats 16. .8:26 third quarter, 26-14. Matthews with the ball at the first down. He hands it off. Kane blocking this time. It's going to bring up a second down and about 8. Sussex Tech still has a chance. End of third quarter, 7:52. Ball's handed off. That's Kane. Breaking free past the first down marker. 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20-yard line. They're still trying to tackle him up high, and he's bringing a pile of them. .734, third quarter, 26-14. Matthews breaks huddle. Travis Quillen lined up, split in on the left side. An official timeout. .720, third quarter, 26-14. Make sure you join me next Friday night, live in Camden. Caesar Rodney taking on the Dover Senators. Del 1 pregame show, 7 o'clock. So first down and 10. As number 9 on the far side. He breaks free. There's a flag, though. He's near the end zone, but there is a flag at about that 20-yard line. I think it's holding against the Ravens. The hole was so big, I think I could have gone through that one.
Well, in that play, Woodbridge is playing without Dejon Emery and Ricky Rayford due to some equipment malfunctions, which Dejon's back on and apparently has fixed now.
And going to negate that great play. He was near the goal line. Now they're going to back it up. At the 30-yard line. Matthews, Kane, up the middle. Second effort gets him 5 yards. That's going to bring up second down and long.
See, that time they got low on him. Number 20 was in on the tackle, and he's all of 5'5", 150 pounds, but he got around his legs and 3-yard gain.
Matthews. That's number 9, Drummond. Left side. Getting near the original line of scrimmage. 6:10 third quarter. It's going to bring up a fourth down and about 10. You trail 26-14. We'll have to see what Coach Quillen wants to do. Make it third down. Matthews under center. I formation. Fakes it to Kane. Instead, he wants to throw it in the end zone. He has a man wide open, number 27. Touchdown! As the official trying to make sure that he retained control as he took a hard hit. Ethan Caldwell. The free safety came over, and once he caught it, man, he took a hard hit. And now there's a flag in the end zone. Probably going to be a late hit. 5:35, third quarter, 26-14. But that
they waved it off. I think the one official did think it was a late hit, but it was fairly close to the catch, and if he did have any bobble in it at all, the defender's allowed to hit him and try and knock it out.
And that touchdown will stand 26-20. 2-point conversion attempt. Hands off. That's Griffin up the middle. And I think he is short, and he does. The 2-point conversion is no good. 5:35, 26-20. And we'll just keep it right here. Coming up after the game, Delaware Electric player of the game. And Dan, Sussex Tech tightening up that score. They only trail now 6 points.
Yeah, if I'm Woodbridge right here, I want to continue doing what I've been doing, and that's eating up the clock on offense.
It's one of the closer games tonight as the Indian River. That's just a blowout in Dagsboro. It's becoming a tight one in Lewis. 29-22, Cape on top. That's third quarter action. Seeley kicks it off from the tee. Deep, that's Jefferson. He bobbles it, picks it up at the 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's knocked out of bounds by number 26. There's a little shoving going on between him and Jefferson. 5:26. Woodbridge with the ball after Sussex Tech scored. On the reception from Matthews to Caldwell. Was wide open, but took a hard hit. Coming up after the game, also the Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard. It's a first down and 10 at the 20. Handed off Jefferson. Off tackle. Minimal gain.
Second and 5 for the Raiders.
Second down and long. That's Westcott, quarterback sneak. And he takes it to about that 30-yard line. Short of a first down. But they're using up clock, 4:38, third quarter, 26-20.
Yeah, if they can do this, this is going to take time off the clock. That they can get 3 or 4 yards of play. They'll take this drive into the fourth quarter.
And officials take a timeout. They want to measure it. And going to bring in Colin Walls to give us a scoring update.
Yeah, we've got a final here, Anthony. We've got Delaware Military Academy falls to Archmere 14-7.
And that's the Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard. Thanks, Colin, for that scoring final. Colin Walls, the producer for this contest. Back to the action on a first down. After the measurement, they gave him the first down on that quarterback sneak. And that's Jefferson with the carry. Small gain, near side. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, 26-20. Westcott wants to get into play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. Westcott, shotgun this time. Bunched formation. Now Jefferson in motion. He's under duress.
Well, he had 2 guys wide open.
And there was 2 guys in the same area that were wide open. But Westcott, the quarterback, the junior, felt the pressure, did not want to take the sack. Had to get rid of it. Incomplete pass. Number 71 going off to the sidelines for the Ravens. That's Billy Ball. Three minutes, 15 seconds, third quarter, 26-20. A third down, they need about 5 yards, getting near the 40-yard line. Westcott, shotgun. Fakes it, quarterback keeper, and he's near another first down, near that 40-yard line. I believe he got it. Number 88 with the stop for the Ravens.
42-yard line is a Woodbridge Raiders first down.
.245, 26-20. Another first down. They did not need to measure. Westcott. Shotgun. 2 wide receivers on the far. 1 running back. He's back to pass. Rolling to his right. Now he's just going to run with it. Goes out of bounds. 2:18. Third quarter, 26-20. And Colin, you have another scoring update?
Yep, Dominique Dorsey went 17 yards for his third touchdown as CR leads Smyrna 37-0. 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
And the Dover Senators defeated the Smyrna Eagles last week on homecoming in Dover, 30-6, as Caesar Rodney expected to win to set up the Henlopen North Conference clash next week in Camden. And we'll have that game. Del One pregame show, 7 o'clock. Kickoff, 7:30. Westcott, shotgun on a second down and long. Ball's handed off. Jefferson, left side, tries to make his way near the Woodbridge midfield, near the big W. Clock continues to wind, 1:47. And Dan, you made a good point because you said they keep running the ball, getting 3 or 4 yards, and they're going to take this drive to start the fourth quarter.
That's what you want to do when you're in a tight ball game and you got the lead. Keep your offense on the field. Keep their offense off. They can't score. They can't win.
Third down. Westcott, shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the far side. He's back to pass under pressure. He throws it up, almost intercepted by Kane and also Willis Dickerson. An ill-advised pass as he felt the pressure. Incomplete pass, brings up fourth down, and Adams is going to have to come on and punt it away. Pat Griffin's going to be back deep once again for Sussex Tech. Back near the 15-yard line of the Ravens. Minute 13, third quarter, 26-20. Ravens trail by 6, and they're going to get the ball back. And Adams standing at his own 36-yard line. Snapped. It's a high, deep kick. Griffin going to his right and bounces in front of him, down by number 3, Antoine Holden, the freshman, on special teams. Minute 03, third quarter, 26-20, Ravens and the Raiders. Sussex Tech wants a winning season. Woodbridge, they want to make the playoffs. After 2 seasons being 2-8, this year they're 6-2, and they need this victory against the Ravens. Matthews under center. It's a first down and 10 inside the 5-yard line, and ball's handed off once again. Kanaya Kane. Right side, about a yard. It's going to bring up a second down and long. 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And clock continues to run. Should be the final play in the third quarter. Matthews under center. Hands it off. I believe that was Drummond with the carry. He slips with 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And that should do it. 15 seconds. Going to bring up third down. 8 seconds. And that's going to do it at the end of the third period. The Ravens and the Raiders, 26-20, Woodbridge on top. You're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on Hot Country 107.7 and CatchItLive.com.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
You are listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And we're back live in Bridgeville to start the fourth quarter as the Sussex Tech Ravens and the Woodbridge Raiders locked up in a good one, 26-20. I'm Anthony Joseph, joined by Dan Young, my broadcast partner tonight. It's going to bring up third down. About third down and long. Need to get a first down near that 20-yard line. Matthews, the quarterback, breaks huddle. He's got Travis Quillen lined up on the left side, stretched out on the near side. Matthews hounds it off counter. That's Kane. 5-yard line, 10-yard line. Stretching out the defense. It's going to be short of the first down. And the punter back back of his end zone, Ryan Seeley. Almost blocked by number 2. And that's very dangerous when you have the punter kicking out of his end zone, deep. And he blocked it, and Westcott gets the ball for the touchdown, and now you extend the lead 32-20 just to start the fourth quarter, 11-17. As Woodbridge trying to pull away. Adams on for the extra point attempt. Ball's down, it is up, and it is good. No good. Last minute said no good. 32-20, 11-17, fourth quarter. Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard, St. Mark's and St. Elizabeth. It's a final now, 31-0 as St. Mark's wins again. Last week they defeated the Caesar Rodney Riders. Now their schedule is done. They only have 9 games on the season. They will not play next week in week number 10. They could not find an opponent. And we'll see if that's enough to make St. Mark's an opportunity to make the playoffs. And we're getting ready for the kickoff. 11-17, fourth quarter, 32-20. Adams getting ready to kick it off the tee. Kane back deep at his own. He's at the 15, and also deep you've got Dickerson and Drummond. Adams kicks it, takes a bounce, fielded at the 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, still on his feet, 40, 45, 50, 40-yard line, 30, one man to beat, 20, 10, touchdown, Sussex Tech, Jawan Civils. And just like that, it's close once again. 32-26, 11:02, fourth quarter. And that's what you do to silence the Woodbridge Raider crowd.
11 minutes left in the game.
And breaking news, St. Mark's found a 10th game to close out the season. It's going to be against Oxford, as that improves their chances for a playoff. Kane, he scampers in for the 2-point conversion. And Dan, looking at the schedule before the Caesar Rodney game, they did not have a 10th game. They only had 9 on the schedule. And St. Mark's and their head coach John Wilson was very, very concerned because going in that Caesar Rodney game, he felt that if they lost, they wouldn't make the playoffs. But they were very, very fortunate to just get that 10th game.
Yeah, and I had heard that they had that team as a possibility, but because Pennsylvania starts their playoffs and Oxford wasn't sure if they were going to be in the playoffs or not, it wasn't a guaranteed. But from what I hear, they agreed to play if they didn't make the playoffs. Gives Oxford an extra game, gives their seniors an extra game, and gives St. Mark's that 10th game.
And they definitely needed that. Seeley kicks it 40-yard line. It's fielded at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and near the 40-yard line. That's why, Dan, I guess you got to check the schedules daily, because if not, that's just, I guess, Twitter and the internet these days.
Yeah.
News like happens just like that.
Yep.
It's a first down at the 40-yard line, I formation. Westcott hands it off. I believe that's Rayford. Back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by number 33, Jordan Marvel, the linebacker for the Ravens. 10:43, fourth quarter, 32-28. Another scoring update, Dell 1 out-of-town scoreboard. Middletown leads Newark 35-13. That's now at the end of the third quarter. Second down and long. To get the first down, they need to get near midfield. Woodbridge does. They have the ball. Ball is faked to Rayford. Westcott, quarterback keeper. And he takes it near the first down marker. I think he's about a yard short.
That's close.
Depends on the spot. 10:03, fourth quarter, 32-28. And Colin wants to chime in. Colin, what do you have for us?
Well, the scores are coming in fast and furious, Anthony. Indian River clinches their third straight Henlopen South championship with their win over Del Mar, 42-22. That is a final now.
And it seems that Del Mar did make it respectable, as they were losing 42-9. They rallied back. As the next week's game, it is a first down for the Raiders. As Del Mar's game against Woodbridge not as meaningful now, the title is already wrapped up in the Henlopen South. And it goes to the Indian River Indians. Congratulations for Coach Ray Steele. Still have 10 minutes remaining in this game, 32-28. First down, Westcott under center, I formation. Two wide receivers lined up on the far side. Hand it off. Right side, that's Kane making the stop. 3 or 4 yards. And this is using up some clock, 9:48. As Sussex Tech needs to make a stop to see if they can try to even up the score. Westcott rolls out of the pocket, looking downfield, and throws it out of bounds. It's a smart move. Incomplete pass, but you don't throw the interception. 9:21, fourth quarter, 32-28. It's going to bring up third down. First down is near the 40-yard line of the Ravens. Woodbridge on the Sussex Tech side of the field. Westcott getting a play from his head coach, Ed Manlove. Westcott giving a play to Anthony Jefferson, the senior. He's on the far side. I formation. Ball's handed off. That's the number 7.
That's going to be enough for the first down.
And they get another first down. (9:15). Fourth quarter, 32-28. It's a first down and 10 at the 40. Westcott under center. I formation. Kane is going to bring some pressure, backed off. And I think there was a fumble by Westcott on that quarterback draw. And that's a big turnover. You trail 32-28, 8:41, fourth quarter. Westcott could not control it. Matthews breaks huddle. It's a first down and 10 at the 40-yard line. Wing T formation. Kane. Right side. 40, 45, 50, and he crosses to about the 48-yard line of the Raiders.
Some more yellow on the field.
(8:29), fourth period. As you mentioned, Dan, there's 2 flags near the 40-yard line. Now number 17 going on the field for the Raiders. And that's a big penalty. Is now you're going to back it up. First down and long. You got to get to midfield to get a first down. Matthews. Crisscross. And that's number 9, Xavier Drummond. Another flag near the 35-yard line. 8:14, 32-28, fourth quarter. Colin, you have another scoring update. Go along.
We have another final for you here, Anthony. William Penn 26 over Glasgow 14.
As we'll continue passing those along. After the game, Del 1 out-of-town scoreboard. As Sussex Tech, they're going in the wrong direction. Still going to be first down. That's what the marker says. But the first down, if you want to get a first down, all the way at midfield. Matthews rolls out. He's going to throw downfield. He's got a man wide open at the 40-yard line. And now was Dickerson in man-to-man coverage against Westcott. And the ball just underthrown. That would have been a huge first down in Raider territory. Instead, incomplete pass. Still a second down and long. 8 minutes to go. 32-28. As Matthews has a strong arm. They just pound the ball a lot, keeping it on the ground. Matthews, quarterback keeper. He's at the 20, 25-30. And pushed out of bounds by number 25, Kirby Williams from the Raider defense.
30-yard line.
Dan, what a good game.
This is a great game.
Third down and long for the Ravens.
And there's one player, seemed like he's injured. That's number 66 for the Raiders, and I think they're going to take a timeout.
Yeah,
we're going to take a timeout with them. We're back after this.
Trailers, trailers, trailers. Jim Weller here, and if you need a trailer, give me a call. Open and closed, new, used, rusty, dusty, whatever. If you need a used trailer, give me a call. Got a used trailer you want to sell? Give me a call. Want to talk turkey? Give me a call. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey folks, Colin Walls here for Walls Service Center. Have you turned your car's AC on only to find out it's blowing hot air? Are you tired of the quick fix that only lasts a couple of days? If so, come see me at Walls Service Center. Walls Service Center has been automotive air conditioning specialist for over 50 years. Stop in. We're located on Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford, or give us a call. 422-8110.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Bridgeville, and today let's talk about carports. Different roof styles, colors, shapes, sizes, lengths, widths, and so on. If you need a carport, call Weller's today. They include free delivery and setup right to your yard. Give me a call today.
Catch it live streaming of your events in high-definition video to anywhere in the world. Call Jim at 337-7300, 337-7300, 337-7300. No event too small.
And we're back to the action. Third down and long. It's pitched to Kane.
There's a fumble there. Recovered by...
And it was a fumble from Kane. And number 55 recovered it. T.J. Eli, offensive lineman. And Dan, before the commercial break, it was the Woodbridge Raider timeout. It seemed like a lot of players, they were stretching out and maybe have some cramps.
Yeah, I think there seemed to be a couple of the key ones. Westcott, number 10. And
that's a fourth down as Seeley punts it from the back of his end zone again. It's a short kick as the deep man was back at his own, near that 40-yard line. And that was Jefferson. So short kick gives Woodbridge excellent field position. But to continue your point about the cramping.
There are a couple of the key players who are stretching out their hamstrings and look to appear to be catching just small cramps here and there. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Woodbridge called timeout just to give them a chance to stretch out more, get some water in them. Because they are in a battle here, and you don't want to have three of your star players out on one play because of cramps.
7:15, fourth quarter, 32-28. And Westcott going to lead his team on offense once again. It's a field position game, a first down and 10 at the Ravens' 40-yard line. Westcott under center, I formation, two wide receivers on the far side. Handed off up the middle, about a 5-yard gain. Takes it to the 35-yard line.
Top 4 or 5 on the play, but second down and 6 for the Raiders.
Another scoring update, Dell 1 out-of-town scoreboard. About 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter between the Vikings and the Golden Knights. 36-28, Cape on top. Back to the action, second down and about 5. I formation, Westcott. Quarterback draw. There's a flag. He makes his way near the 25-yard line, but there is a flag. It's holding against the Raiders near the 40-yard line. Six minutes, 25 seconds, fourth quarter, 32-28. As I mentioned, penalty against the Raiders. 5-yard penalty. And I believe there's another flag. I think that's unsportsmanlike conduct because you had one player of the Ravens. He was drawn to the official, and you never do that.
I don't know that he was drawn to the official, but I think he said something he shouldn't have said. There's a few choice words whenever you drop them. It doesn't matter who it's to. If they hear it, it's going to be a flag.
Well, I thought it was to one of the officials because he was so close. I thought
it might have been. I didn't see that, but I did see some jawing.
Now that gives them a first down, the Raiders. It's a first down and 10 inside the 30-yard line. I formation. Westcott rolls to his right. Now he changes directions up the middle. And the ball comes loose, and I don't know if Sussex Tech recovered that or not, but there was another Woodbridge Raider in the area.
About a 5-yard gain, maybe 4-yard gain. So Raiders looking at 2nd down and 6 here.
It's a second down and about 6. 5:23, fourth quarter, 32-28. Westcott taking his time. I formation. 2 wide receivers. Letting the play clock go down. And that's Rayford straight ahead. 5 minutes, fourth quarter, 32-28. Woodbridge with the ball and the lead. And that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty really hurts the Sussex Tech Ravens as they need to get the ball back and try to even up this game.
And I believe that penalty came when it was 3rd and long. They only needed one more stop, and that penalty gave Woodbridge a brand new set of downs.
Westcott, shotgun, directing traffic. Rayford, he completes it to Rayford. He was the target on a crossing pattern. So he was wide open. Still short of the first down marker. Going to bring up 4th down. 4:06. Clock continues to move. 32-28. And we'll have to see what Ed Manlove elects to do. While we have a moment, I'd like to thank Wireless Zone, a Verizon Wireless premium retailer. 3 locations, Milford, Harrington, and Middletown. And they're going to go for it. Westcott under center. I formation. Man in motion's Jefferson. Quarterback keeper. And I think that second effort on a 4th and short, I think he's going to get the first down, but we'll have to see. Depends on the spot, of course. And it did not get the first down. What a break for Sussex Tech as they're going to get the ball back. 3:28, fourth quarter, 32-28 as they're down. And Matthews breaks huddle. He's got Kane in the backfield. Also, that's Dickerson. And I think that's a timeout. Now they're sorting things out. Stoppage of play anyhow. No, now they're ready, sorting everything out. First down and 10, that's Kane breaking free near the 35-yard line. And he's getting up a little disgusted because he had one man that wrapped him up, and if he would have got past him, there was a lot of daylight in front of him. 3 minutes, 13 seconds, 32-28, first down. Ball's handed off. That's Griffin this time, making his way near the 40-yard line. Couple yards short of the first down, as they're using up some clock. 2:56 remaining in this game. Matthews under center. I formation. Draw play. That's Kanaya Kane. Breaking free as some of the defenders, they're going after the ball, trying to strip it from Kane. And he had both arms completely over it as he was trying to get extra yards. .229, 32-28. Another first down. I formation. Kane, right side. Cutting to the outside. And there's a flag. 2 minutes, 16 seconds. Fourth quarter. And now the official picks it up, and it's going to be against the Ravens. It's going to back them up near the 30-yard line. Now, if they want to get a first down, it's going to be take them all the way the Woodbridge side of the field near the 47-yard line. Matthews, shotgun, low snap.
Fumble.
It was fumbled,
by Woodbridge.
and as you mentioned, Dan, recovered by the Raiders. As I thought Matthews trying to scoop it up.
And they've had 3 or 4 of those all game, throughout the game. Low snaps, hard for the quarterback to pick up.
I think that's what happens, Dan, with all the penalties. They feel the pressure with under 2 minutes left. The center trying to hurry up. Just a low snap as they had to be in the hurry-up offense. And sometimes when you hurry up, you make mistakes. So first down and 10 at the 25-yard line of the Ravens. Rayford spins 5 or 6 yards. Clock continues to wind. 1:44. 32-28. And now some of the Raider fans leaving the bleachers. It was a packed crowd tonight as some of the fans had to stand along the fence on senior night. Westcott under center. I formation. That's Rayford once again pushing the pile. Near a first down, a couple yards short. 1:05 left, 32-28. And I think the Ravens do take a timeout with 1:03. Coming up after the game, the Delaware Electric player of the game. And Dan, what are your thoughts at this point with just about a minute left?
Well, if I'm in the huddle with Woodbridge, as the coach, I'm saying carry that ball with 2 hands. We need to get a first down. We got 2 plays to do it. And once we get that first down, we can pretty much get out of here with a win. On Sussex Tech, this is 2 big plays. You got to give everything you got and stop them here. So, big timeout discussions going on right now in both huddles, I'm sure.
As a Sussex Tech, they wanted to win, not to make the playoffs, but have a winning season. As mentioned earlier, the Raiders 6-2 coming into this game. They need this win, and most likely they won't make the playoffs. So third down and short. I formation,
Oh,
draw
that's a great
play.
play.
10-yard line, 5-yard line, 57 seconds. He stays in bounds as the clock continues to run. It's an important first down as the Raiders can take a couple knees, and this game's going to be wrapped up and Woodbridge is going to win.
That was a great call. Just a naked bootleg. Everybody was going left, and he just pulled it out and went right. Completely sold out the fake.
Westcott under center. He's going to take a knee, 33 seconds. There is a flag at about the 6-yard line. They pick it up now. 22 seconds. They pick up that flag. Let the clock continue to run. 9 seconds. And they're not even going to have to line up and snap it again. As the Woodbridge Raiders, 32. The Sussex Tech Ravens, 28. You're listening to Friday Night Football under the lights on Hot Country 107.7 and CatchItLive.com.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Go to fitzgeraldsonline.com or find us on Facebook.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. We sell the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, as well as a large selection of pre-owned vehicles. Most of our pre-owned vehicles are Chevrolet certified pre-owned and carry a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, as well as regular oil changes and tire rotations for the first 2 years and 30,000 miles. Now that's peace of mind on a pre-owned vehicle. Give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com. First State Chevy, where we put you, the customer, first.
You are listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And welcome back. You're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7 Now it's time for the Del One out-of-town scoreboard. It's final between the Middletown Cavaliers and the Newark Yellow Jackets. Middletown 49, Newark 13. Also, the Cape Vikings taking on the Sussex Central Golden Knights in Lewis. About 3 minutes left in that contest. Cape 43, Sussex Central 28. And a final, as we mentioned earlier, the Indian River Indians 42, the Delmar Wildcats 22, and at halftime it was 42-9 as the Indian River Indians claimed their third Henlopen South title. Meanwhile, for the Woodbridge Raiders, they were victorious tonight, 32-28, defeating the Sussex Tech Ravens. They are 7-2 on the season. And next week, they close it out against the Delmar Wildcats in week number 10. Puts them in a great position to make the playoffs. We have another final. The Dover Senators taking on the Polytech Panthers. Dover 28, Polytech 3. And that's a good segue. Next week's Friday Night Football game of the week, it's the Caesar Rodney Riders taking on the Dover Senators. Del One pregame show, 7 o'clock, kickoff 7:30. And Dan, welcome you back in. It's time for the Delaware Electric selection. Player of the game, who do you think? I have a player in mind, but go ahead.
I was thinking about that during the break as well. I think I'm going to have to go with Logan Westcott. He had that block punt for the touchdown, which ended up being the difference in the game there with a 4-point win. He had a couple nice runs. He secured the first down there at the end of the game to run out the clock. I know had at least one touchdown pass as well. He ran a good offense. Nice drives, ate up the clock when he needed to, made some big plays and big passes when he needed to. So I'm going to go with Logan Westcott.
And that's what we'll do. We will select Logan Westcott as the Delaware Electric Player of the Game. I was thinking about Ricky Rayford, but you made some great points, and we're going to keep it with Logan Westcott as the Delaware Electric Player of the Game. Second week in a row, Dan, that the quarterback, the glamorous position, gets the Delaware Electric award.
Well, he's the guy who gets the ball in his hands every play on offense, and that's his job to lead his team. So when the pressure's on as the quarterback, that's your job to make the plays or get the ball to the guy who's going to make the play for your team.
We're going to take a break as you're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
Tonight's game was brought to you by First State Chevrolet, Satterfield and Ryan, Smith's Family Restaurant, Milford Southern States, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, Delaware Electric Co-op, and Del One Federal Credit Union. This broadcast has been a presentation of Catch It Live and Sports on Delmarva. Any rebroadcast or reproduction without written consent of Catch It Live and Sports on Delmarva is strictly prohibited.
Trailers, trailers, trailers. Jim Weller here, and if you need a trailer, give me a call. Open and closed, new, used, rusty, dusty, whatever. If you need a used trailer, give me a call. Got a used trailer you want to sell? Give me a call. Want to talk turkey? Give me a call. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hey folks, Colin Walls here for Walls Service Center. Have you turned your car's AC on only to find out it's blowing hot air? Are you tired of the quick fix that only lasts a couple of days? If so, come see me at Walls Service Center. Walls Service Center has been automotive air conditioning specialist for over 50 years. Stop in. We're located on Northeast Front Street in downtown Milford, or give us a call. 422-8110.
Hey everybody, Jim Weller here from Weller's in Bridgeville, and today let's talk about carports. Different roof styles, colors, shapes, sizes, lengths, widths, and so on. If you need a carport, call Weller's today. They include free delivery and setup right to your yard. Give me a call today.
Catch it live streaming of your events in high-definition video to anywhere in the world. Call Jim at 337-7300, 337-7300, 337-7300. No event too small.
Now here's the voice of Delaware High School football, Anthony Joseph.
And we're back live in Bridgeville. I am Anthony Joseph, waiting for a head coach for the Woodbridge Raiders, Ed Manlove, as tonight they won 32-28. We're going to take another timeout as we're waiting for him. You're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchItLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield and Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield and Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield and Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Go to fitzgeraldsonline.com or find us on Facebook.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. We sell the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, as well as a large selection of pre-owned vehicles. Most of our pre-owned vehicles are Chevrolet certified pre-owned and carry a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, as well as regular oil changes and tire rotations for the first 2 years and 30,000 miles. Now that's peace of mind on a pre-owned vehicle. Give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com. First State Chevy, where we put you, the customer, first.
You're listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And welcome back. We're live in Bridgeville. I am Anthony Joseph. Now I'd like to welcome in Logan Westcott, the junior quarterback, also the Delaware Electric player of the game. And Logan, talk about the final drive when you reached that first down and secured basically the victory for your team.
Well, on the last drive, I just know I had to get a first down to secure the game. I told my line to just focus and pick it up so we can get this last first down and secure it.
What did the coach say on that final drive?
On the defensive offense.
On the offensive side of the ball.
They just told us to focus and then get the first down.
What does this victory mean for your squad? It's a senior night for a lot of players. You're a junior, but it's the last regular season game at Fillmore Clifton Stadium, and a lot of fans came out. So what does it mean for your team to get this victory tonight?
I mean, it means everything. I'm not sure the last time we were 7-2 with a game left. And then this victory just means a lot to us. Last game in the stadium, going against a D1 school that nobody think we had a chance against, but we got the victory.
What was the message from your head coach after this big game?
He just told us that we worked hard in practice and that we deserve this and that we earned the success for this game.
And it gives you a good opportunity to perhaps make the playoffs. It has to be a goal of yours, correct?
Yes, it is.
Thanks, Logan, for taking the time. Now we're going to bring in your head coach, Coach Manlove. And, Coach, tonight, the Sussex Tech Ravens, it was the final 32-28 that you won. A lot of penalties between really both teams. What do you say to your players as you go into next week's game against the Wildcats to clean up some of the mistakes?
Well, in a game like this, it's a physical game, and both teams are really getting after one another. So it's not one of those things where we try to clean it up. We want to build on it. And I don't mean that we want to make penalties, but we want to stay physical, stay aggressive. And that's going to happen in a game like this because these kids were just going after one another. And, it made it for a great game, and it put them in bad situations. It put us in bad situations. But fortunately, we were allowed to come out. We got to come out and make some plays. And when we had to, we got some huge first downs and some good scores.
What did you think was the turning point in this contest tonight?
Oh, I think just in the first half when we started getting up in scores. We made a nice defensive stop there in the first half, and we just moved the ball down. And then the second half, Logan with the block punt and picked it up and scored the touchdown. That was certainly huge because that was the difference in the game.
Talk about Logan's performance tonight, as it looks like he's a little bruised and bleeding a little bit. Talk about his performance tonight.
We use him for everything. He's a huge part of our team, and he just plays. He never complains. He gets after it, and that's all we can ask of a kid. And he's a great teammate and he's a great captain because he does whatever it takes, and he's always working these kids and making sure they're all doing the right things, and and his leadership shows out here on the field.
What does he mean for the team as far as on offense and defense? Because it seems like in Division II, a lot of players play both ways.
Mm-hmm.
But he seems that when he plays both sides of the ball, you don't lose anything at all.
No, and that's the way, because we work hard in practice, and I think that pays off. We work really extremely hard, a lot harder than most teams can imagine. I've been coaching a long time, and we push these kids to the limit. We only have about 30 in the program, so I think his work ethic and us pushing these kids, and it's just contagious now because, everybody wants to work hard and everybody wants to get out on that field. So, he's certainly leading us in the right direction.
Talk about Kanaya Kane for Sussex Tech. How did you try to, what was the game plan, and how did you try to contain him tonight, as he's one of the most exciting players?
Yeah, it's one of those things where, you just got to try to make plays and get some stops. You're not going to stop him all the time, and we knew that. And, but I thought, in the fourth quarter there, we made the stops when we had to, and that was certainly the difference.
One final question. Your team the last couple seasons, 2-8, this year 7-2. What's the big reason for the turnaround this year?
Leadership, with these kids, and they worked hard in the offseason. They were in the weight room all the time. They went to 7-on-7, and, they're committed to it. And, that's what it's taken to turn this program around. We have a great JV team now. They're competitive every week. They're out, and even though we don't have a lot of kids, but they all work hard and they're committed, and that's been the biggest difference.
Thanks, Coach Manlove, for taking the time and bringing Logan up after the game. Really appreciate it.
Sure thing. Thanks.
And the final tonight, 32-28. We're going to take one more commercial break before we wrap this thing up. You're listening to Friday Night Football Under the Lights on CatchLive.com and Hot Country 107.7.
Is Del One Federal Credit Union right for you? If you live in Delaware, the answer is yes. All Delaware residents can become a member of Del One. Call us at 302-739-4496 or stop by any of our convenient branch locations throughout Delaware to find out how. Visit del-one.org for more information on the amazing benefits Del One Federal Credit Union has to offer. Become a member today. Conditions and restrictions apply. Equal opportunity lender. Deposits are federally insured by NCUA.
First State Chevrolet on Route 113 in Georgetown is your local Chevrolet dealer in the heart of Henlopen Conference football country. We sell the full lineup of Chevrolet cars, trucks, as well as a large selection of pre-owned vehicles. Most of our pre-owned vehicles are Chevrolet certified pre-owned and carry a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, as well as regular oil changes and tire rotations for the first 2 years and 30,000 miles. Now that's peace of mind on a pre-owned vehicle. Give us a call at 856-2521 in Delaware or visit us on the web at firststatechevy.com. First State Chevy, where we put you, the customer, first.
When severe weather strikes, a Generac generator from Satterfield and Ryan will keep your home running smoothly and your family safe and secure. Satterfield & Ryan is Delaware's only elite power pro dealer, providing professional sales, superior service, and quality repairs. Satterfield & Ryan in Milford, online at delawaregenerators.net. Call 302-422-4919. Satterfield & Ryan. Get the job done right the first time.
I'm Gary Rhodes from Milford Southern States. Expect nothing less than a superior performance day when using a Mahindra tractor. The Mahindra tractor can lift heavy loads, and with its cast iron chassis, it provides traction, stability, and control. At Milford Southern States, we feature a full line of Mahindra tractors, including the 3616 four-wheel drive that can carry firewood, dirt, manure, and also clear away snow. It also comes with a deluxe suspension and an easy access fuel tank. Call us at Milford Southern States, 422-8066. Farmer owned since 1923.
It'd sure be nice to get out of the house, get a change of scenery, and try the wonderful atmosphere and home-style food of Smith's Family Restaurant. We'll treat you like you're coming to our house. We're known for great seafood, the best beef and chicken dumplings around, and you've got to try the homemade sweet potato biscuits and homemade rolls. A great place to eat anytime, 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Smith's Family Restaurant. It's worth the drive to eat at Smith's on Route 13 in Greenwood. Call 349-5114.
Do you have metal? Get it to Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling. Fitzgerald's pays you cash. Fitzgerald's will pick up your unwanted vehicles and will buy your car or lawnmower batteries. If it's made of metal, Fitzgerald's pays cash and recycles it, which helps the environment. Fitzgerald's will also pick up and deliver roll-off dumpsters, and they accept electronics too, including cell phones and computers. Fitzgerald's is local and family-owned since 1935. Jesus recycles people, Fitzgerald's recycles cars.
You are listening to Friday Night Under the Lights with CatchItLive.com's play-by-play announcer, Anthony Joseph, on Hot Country 107.7 FM.
And we're back live in Bridgeville. I'm Anthony Joseph, going to wrap things up as the Del One out-of-town scoreboard. As tonight's game, Woodbridge 32, Sussex Tech 28, Middletown over Newark 49-13. Then it's now a final, Cape defeating the Sussex Central Golden Knights 43-28. Then we have the Indian River Indians 42-22 against the Delmar Wildcats. The Caesar Rodney Riders defeating the Smyrna Eagles 43-0. Then we have the Laurel Bulldogs taking on the Milford Bucks, and the Laurel Bulldogs finally win this season in week number 9, 21-6. As Milford, they only have one victory on the season as they close it out next week at home against the Lake Forest Spartans. Like to bring in one last time Dan Young, final thoughts before we get out of here.
I think it was a hard-fought football game, penalty-ridden, but nonetheless it was a hard-fought football game. Those players on both sides left everything they had out on the field.
I'd like to thank you for coming up here. Really appreciate it. This was the second game that you helped me broadcast, and thanks for taking the time.
It's been fun. Thanks for having me.
I'd like to also thank my producer tonight that you got to hear chime in occasionally, Colin Walls, making sure everything runs smoothly. Also like to thank Del One one last time. The Del One pregame show, Del One out-of-town scoreboard. Remember, Del One, the one way to a better life. Also like to thank Coach Ed Manlove for coming up after the game, bringing the Delaware Electric player of the game, Logan Westcott. Next week's game, you want to make sure you join me. Del One pregame show, 7 o'clock. Kickoff, 7:30. It's the Caesar Rodney Riders taking on the Dover Senators. Oh, I'm excited. I'm ready to do another game. Live in Camden next week. And my broadcast partner will be John Martin. One last time, the final, the Woodbridge Raiders 32, the Sussex Tech Ravens 28. Until next Friday night in Camden, so long, everybody.
Tonight's game was brought to you by First State Chevrolet, Satterfield & Ryan, Smith's Family Restaurant, Milford Southern States, Fitzgerald Salvage and Recycling, Delaware Electric Co-op, Del One Federal Credit. This broadcast has been a presentation of Catch It Live and Sports on Delmarva. Any rebroadcast or reproduction without written consent of Catch It Live and Sports on Delmarva is strictly prohibited.